Welcome back to Rail Trail Review. This week we explored the rich past of Florence, including its factories and more specifically its silk mills, which contributed to the former Utopia's economy. We talked to Kevin McQuillan from the David Ruggles Center about this interesting past.
Northampton Association for Education and Industry, which was a utopian community that set up directly across the street here in around 1840. That was the start of what we know as Florence today. Back in the early 1800s, there was a man called Whitmarsh, and one of the things he was interested in was trying to develop a new strain or the best strain of mulberry tree that would thrive in this climate, that would feed silkworms for the silk industry. And there was a boom at the time in mulberry trees. He got money together and he built a state-of-the-art silk mill right across the street from this building. And unfortunately, just as he got going, the mulberry tree boom bust and all his investor friends pulled out. And he was left with a state-of-the-art silk mill out here in Broughton's Meadow. So he put it up for sale. And a group of people acquired it who were interested in starting a utopian community. They wanted to come together, live together, work together, be self-sustaining as an alternative to the kind of society that they did not want to be part of. They wanted it to be egalitarian. They set up a constitution. It was very radical for the time. It was one vote per person. They set up across the street in that state-of-the-art factory and formed their community. There were as many as 120 people living in and around that factory while it lasted. And that was the start, really, of the population of Florence as we know it today. And that community attracted a lot of abolitionists because they were very big on abolition. And one of them was a man called David Ruggles, who was a black abolitionist activist, a free man who lived at the time in New York City and was very, very active in fighting slavery and the whole structure of slavery that supported the cotton industry down south, which in turn supported Wall Street and the New York economy. And it was as much a terminus as a way station on the Underground Railroad. So there were several people who came and lived right in this area. And a lot of people were attracted because of the community existing here. The community didn't last for a very long time. It lasted only for 4.5 years, although that was pretty good innings for a utopian community at the time. That's what really drives what we do here in the David Ruggles Center in terms of the story of telling the stories of the utopian community, David Ruggles, Sojourner Truth, and how this all came together here.
Join us next time as we continue our adventures down the Manhattan Rail Trail.